my name is Emma, this is Emma Rose in Books. I make videos about writing, about reading, about indie publishing and other bits and pieces here and there. As you can see from the description today, I am celebrating 800 subscribers, which just seems totally bonkers because I still remember, I mean, how long ago was it? I can't do maths. Was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I think, thereabouts, setting up this channel and having 2 or 3 subscribers and just thinking that's going to be it. No one else is going to watch this. And I'm just so appreciative. Thank you so much for subscribing and talking to me in the comments and liking my videos and watching my videos and all of that. I just appreciate it so much. And when I was looking through my videos, I thought that I'd done, basically I like to do shout out videos to celebrate milestones, and I thought I'd done one, I mean recently, but I haven't. Looking through, I think the last one I did was for 400 subscribers, and I do remember hitting a milestone, I don't know what it was, as Lily the Limpet Gets Lost came out in September last year, and everything was just too bonkers to be able to do anything, and so I never did a celebration video. And then I think just everything's run away from me since then, and I just can't believe that it's got to 800 subscribers. And yeah, I just sort of looked at it and thought, oh, I haven't done a celebration video for a bit, didn't realise it was that long. So yeah, it's about time. It's about time that I celebrated all of you wonderful people really who are engaging with my channel, so thank you so much. So there's a few things today. First of all, I would like to, can't speak. I would like to do a shout out as I normally do. I will be talking about Patreon a little bit later in the video, so stick around if you want to hear about that. So I've got a couple of channels. I just like to use kind of my milestones to shout out other people, and I tend to talk about a variety of channels, just things I'm watching, you know. So here goes. I made a list. Let's see, the first one is an AuthorTube channel that I have found recently called Savvy Writes Books. I'm obviously going to link all of these below. I follow Savvy on BookTube, on AuthorTube, on YouTube, that's the words I'm looking for, and on Instagram as well. So Savvy writes children's picture books about dogs, and I really love this. So she, her books are based on real rescue dogs, and then there's like plushies that go alongside the books. She does writer tips. She also does some other things like anti-MLM videos, which are quite interesting. But yeah, I just, it's not the only things that she writes actually. She does also write new adult, she's written a new adult novel and an LGBTQ plus romance with a sci-fi twist. I'm just looking at her about bit on YouTube. But yeah, an AuthorTuber that I came across and really enjoyed her content, so go and check her out. And then everybody else I've got for you are booktubers. So the first one I've got for you is Books and Bargains. Books and Bargains is a new channel. Excuse me while I find her at the same time as talking to you. Yeah, she has an, oh, is she new? Let's have a look. I might be making that up. Maybe it's just because I only stumbled along her recently. No, she's not new at all. Joined in 2015. What am I talking about? So Books and Bargains is a booktube channel. She also does bargain hauls, so she does like charity shop hauls and stuff. She recently made some videos where she talked about some health issues like going for surgery and stuff. She's just got a really lovely personality. I enjoy how she talks about books and how she talks about like thrifting and stuff, because I love a good charity shop. And yeah, she's just got a really great thing going on her channel. Who's next? My Shellfish Life, who is new. She's only done a handful of videos. She's done her newbie, she's done a TBR, she's done a video about kittens. I mean, what more could you want? And I'm a fan of dogs, but I like kittens too. And her January wrap-up. But again, she's got a nice style to her, and I've chatted to her in the comments bit. She seems really nice. I've enjoyed her content so far. Also, she loves the Southwest like I do, the Southwest of England, that is. So, and we both lived in Plymouth for a while, so, you know, we're like, we've got that thing in common. But yeah, her channel's really lovely, so go and check her out. Then Becky Duff. Becky is, typing, a booktuber, and she's also a mum, so she talks about mum life quite a lot, and being a parent myself, I've got 3 children, and I do watch quite a lot of lifestyle stuff and mum stuff and all that as well. So her channel kind of combines 2 things that I really enjoy. She is Canadian. What'd she say? A mum of 3 humans, 1 dog and a cat. So yeah, she does like mummy vlogs and she does bookish content as well. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, her channel is really lovely. Have I literally said that for everyone? I think I have. I'm really sorry. I'm very repetitive. And then finally is not a new channel, but I couldn't remember that I'd shouted them out before. I may well have done, but I've been enjoying their content recently, so sorry if I have mentioned them before. Anyway, that's Drinking by My Shelf, and Drinking by My Shelf is a fun channel where all of last year, and I don't know if she's carried it on this year, she did her wrap-ups by basically, she was trying to cut down the number of books she had on her TBR, so she had to read a certain amount of books from her TBR, otherwise she had to just get rid of books in order to kind of maintain certain numbers and reach targets and stuff, which was really interesting. She's also recently made a video about Louisa May Alcott and Little Women. Now, I really like the book Little Women. I read it years ago. I've read it a number of times, but I think I read it when I was much younger. But anyway, she's made a video about how the writer of Little Women may have been trans, but obviously this was in a time where there wasn't those kind of words. That they like being referred to as Louis, and kind of looking at diary entries and then the book, because the book is autobiographical, which I didn't realise, and thinking about kind of pressure from the publisher and how that affected the story of the books. I found that really interesting. So yeah, again, I like the way that she, that Drinking by My Shelf reviews books and talks about books. She quite often has a drink on the go as well, hence the name. But yeah, so those are some really good channels, 1 AuthorTube and 5 BookTube channels that I have been enjoying lately. Do go and see those guys, and let me know in the comments if you have come across any AuthorTube or BookTube channels recently that you would really rate, because I always love to have other channels to go and interact with and, you know, find new great people out there. So do tell me some of your favourites, please, in the comments. Or link yourself if you like. Right, so then on to, I decided to launch my Patreon site. Is that what you call it? Site? Page? I don't know. So, I will link it down below. I'm sure that all of you know how Patreon works, but essentially I've got a $1 tier, a $3 tier, and a $5 tier, and each one has little benefits to it. So, for instance, on the $1 tier, you can get 10% off on my website, so for signed books and prints and things. On the $1 tier, you get access to exclusive Q&As and like things like reveals and bits of information about my books and things like that. And yeah, there's rewards to each one. If it's something that you're interested in and you'd like to go and support me over on Patreon, then obviously it would be very much appreciated. And yeah, I suppose there's not really much more to say than that. So yeah, go and have a look, and if you'd like to support me, that would be wonderful. I just thought it would be a good time to launch it. I mean, being an indie writer is challenging, and being able to fund books, future books, I've got so many ideas and don't necessarily have the money to fund it all. And being able to do kind of extra projects like being able to create audiobooks and all that kind of stuff, like they're just, yeah, more creative ideas than I can possibly be able to fund. And, you know, I'd love to be able to improve things on this channel as well. I'd love to be able to have a better camera and all that stuff. So yeah, support on Patreon will mean that some of those things can start to happen. So yeah, your support is greatly appreciated if that's something that you would like to do. So to finish off, thank you so much for 800 subscribers. It's just, yeah, it's crazy to think that I'm here, and yeah, I never would have thought I would be. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has watched, liked, commented, subscribed, and I'll see you all soon for another video. Take care.